I started about 8 years ago. Interestingly enough, a friend was gonna run a 5K. It was the Wall Street Run in New York, and she said, "Alex, please run with me. I don't want to run by myself." And I said, "Okay, I'll do it with you." And that's how I got started. The moment I did it for her, and then I realized that I'm good at this. I want to give this a try. I want to do it again. You know what it's addicting. Once you realize, I set a goal for myself and I said, oh, you know what, I could do a 5K. I'm good at it. I finished. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna try a 10K. So I upped the ante a little bit, and I said, then I was good at that and I enjoyed it. It was coming along. Then I said, I'm gonna do a half marathon. I'm gonna keep going. And I registered. I did a few half marathons, different states, different places. I enjoyed the traveling, the sightseeing, the getting out, the being in a group of people who are running, who are excited. And then I said, you know what? I've been doing half marathons for a while. Maybe I should try a full marathon. Could I actually do a full marathon? And I realized that I could, and I did it. And then I did 2. I run 3 times a week, about 5-10 miles if I'm not training for a course. The night before, I lay my clothes out. I know exactly what time I'm gonna get up. I'm usually up by 5:30 a.m., out by 6. And by the time I get to work at 9 a.m., I've already run 8-10 miles in the morning. So it's just about, yeah, that's it. I don't know what to say. Next question. Traveling and running go hand in hand. When you're running, and especially when you're a long distance runner, you need miles, you need grounds, you need new places, you need a change of scenery. So what I've been able to do is travel. And when I was living in New York, I went to Las Vegas, I went to Miami, I went to Philadelphia, and I enjoyed seeing new places, seeing new locations. You get to explore so much when you're running. When you're out there, you see more than you would than if you were in a car. You see buildings, you see streets, you see neighborhoods that you would have never seen. You have an opportunity to explore so much. And when I moved to London with my job, I said, how can I integrate it? How can I keep up? And I said, you know what? It's a whole new world that I have to conquer. So I register. I ran in France, I ran in Spain, I just recently ran in Italy, and there's nothing more challenging and more gratifying than registering for your goal, registering for the race, and being able to make it. It's to travel, to see, to explore. That's it. I don't know what else. Yes, I did. Interestingly enough, I had registered. It was my first marathon, the Philadelphia Marathon in the States, and I was running with a friend. The night before, we had to go to the expo to pick up our bid and our numbers and kind of like know where our corrals, where we're going. And I met someone there, and he is actually a running coach, he's a personal trainer and a running coach, and he criticized my running form. He said that I was terrible, that he couldn't understand how I possibly could have been running this whole time without injuring myself. So he gave me some tips. He told me what to do, how to stretch, what to do in my race, and it just got started from there. We share the passion for running and for fitness and for health, and it's been wonderful. I work in a very rules-conscious, policy-driven environment. Running is the opposite. Running allows me to be free, allows me to try new things, to explore. Some days I run in the park, other days I run in the street. It allows me to take on new roads, to discover new areas, new paths, to explore. And I enjoy it. It gives me the confidence to know that I can accomplish my goals. And I translate that back into work. But they're in opposite extremes, I'd have to say. Is just having the discipline. Is once you say, this is my goal, this is the race that I'm gonna do, I want to do it under a certain amount of hours, or I want to accomplish a certain pace, is just every day is knowing that small sacrifices. So whether it's going to bed early, or having a straight eating plan, resting, running the long miles, it's just sticking to the plan. My one piece of advice to someone who'd like to give running a chance is to don't quit before you start. Give it a go, try it. And for those that have been running, I would say register for a race. Continue to challenge yourself. Look for the next race, look for the next build up. How can you improve? How can you build on what you already have? Oh, absolutely. Don't complain at all. It's such a pleasure. It's so exciting. And there are many instances where the weather's not right, or it's raining, or it's too hot, or it's too cold. And then I run into someone with a physical challenge, and I say, this person doesn't have an arm, or this person doesn't have a leg, or they were injured. And to me, that humbles me. It tells me I have no reason to complain. I need to enjoy it.